Okay, it is time for an Aldi's haul. It's kind of small and you guys are gonna see what I got. This is it, and it looks like a little bit because I don't know if you guys are watching this in the future, what have you, but right now it's November. And November is Thanksgiving. I'm spending it with my family. I'm actually taking off a week of work just to be over there. And I want to buy the groceries for Thanksgiving dinner. My sister, I think my sister wants to go half-seas with me, but like I do have another grocery haul tomorrow, and it's going to be literally nothing. And it's because my grocery budget for this month is cut in half because I want to, I want to ball out when I'm with my mom and stuff. And basically the only thing she really needs is like the meats and stuff. She got everything else. Well, she's getting everything else, but I don't want her to get everything else. Like, I want to like buy it all, or at least with my sister, we want to buy it all. Okay, so let's start over here. I got a 1 pound bag of cheddar cheese because I'm completely out of shredded cheddar. I don't typically like using the cheddar cheese that much when I make like macaroni cheeses and things like that, because they do put like a film or some type of powder to keep them from like coagulating together. It's just better if you use the block, you just grate it yourself. But as you guys seen on this vlog, I still use this sometimes. This is not my preferred, but since everything has been cut in half because of the holidays, I think I am going to be making the bulk of my macaroni and cheeses with the shredded cheddar. I gave you guys like a full-on explanation. Also, I think my voice is going. Yeah, I think my voice is going. I also picked up a block of cream cheese. Now, this is from Aldi's. I believe this is the Aldi's brand. I picked up some minced garlic. And I think this is the first time I ever got it in olive oil. So I'm pretty excited to, see what that's about. Yeah, wait. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what that's about. Picked up 1 can of evaporated milk and then 1 can of sweet condensed milk. It was supposed to be 2 cans of coconut milk because I'm completely out of coconut milk. I think I used the last one when I was making red beans and rice. Yeah, so they had to refund me because there was none available, which I'm super sad about, but okay. Also, I'm getting a Amazon Fresh delivery tomorrow, but with Amazon Fresh, I can't like edit my cart to add coconut milk into it. With Aldi's, you can. It's just Amazon, I can't like edit my cart to like take something away or add something. It's weird. Classic always, I got the green grapes and I got the red grapes. I picked up these pork patty sausage. Love these. These are like the best inexpensive pork patties that I have seen. I think at one point they did have the spicy kind and I enjoyed that, but I don't see the spicy kind anymore. It's only like maple or breakfast sausage, and it's 8 patties and it's $9.99. Such a great deal. I picked up some Cheez-Its because, Cheez-Its are amazing. And this is a common snack that me and my boyfriend like. So I picked some up to always have some on hand. I picked up a loaf of wheat bread. This was a substitution. This was a replacement item. I wanted the Italian bread, but if they didn't have the Italian bread, I wanted the whole wheat one. I got some butter croissants. Like, what? This looks so good. Like, my breakfast sandwich game in the morning is going to be on point, you guys. It's going to be on point. So, these are 4 croissant buns. Also, if I want to make, like, a hamburger, I think it's going to be good, too. I picked up some English muffins. Now, a story. These are really close. I'm going to put them in the freezer, so it's fine. Story behind this. I used to hate English muffins. Like, I prefer, like, a biscuit or croissant or regular bread. before I would go with English muffins. But then like McDonald's had like sausage and cheese McMuffin or something like that, and I was like 2 for $3, and I got it, and it was just sausage and cheese, and it was like, what? So good. So I don't have them all the time, but when I do have them, well, English muffins, I don't have English muffins all the time, but when I do have them, it's just like all thanks to McDonald's. All thanks to McDonald's. I picked up some plain bagels. Now you guys know me, I either like I like the plain, but this is like my third favorite. I like the onion, then the raisin, and then the plain, and then the everything. But my next delivery, I'm going to get some jalapeno cream cheese. So I'm really excited about that. I picked up some potato puffs because you guys, like a good like dinner for me as like loaded tater tots with like cheddar cheese, sour cream. So good. I don't know if it's loaded because there's no meat in it, but so good. And if I have scallions, some scallions. Oh, so good, so good. All right, let's stop saying that. You guys know I like smoothies, and typically I go to is it Deals? I go to Deals, and you could get a 12-ounce bag of like either mangoes or blueberries or pineapples or mixed fruit, or you could get a bag, like a 12-ounce bag, and it's only $1. And I just found like that one was more, it was more better than like getting like a bag like this. And whatever, so it's like 3 pounds, but this was $10, I believe. But I wanted it because it says cherry berry blend and it has cherries in it. But I got these for my smoothies. Sometimes when I make like waffles or pancakes or oatmeal, I do like to put these in it too. But mostly these are for my smoothies. Got a bag of oranges. And I got a carton. Oh, that's a random hair. Hold on, let me open it up. I got a carton of eggs. Oh, there's hair all in it. I mean, it's fine. I could just rinse it. It's not my hair though. Anyway, I got a carton of eggs, and this was a substitution. You guys know I like the brown eggs. They taste perfectly the same as white eggs. It's just like I like to eat boiled eggs. And it's just something nostalgic about peeling a brown egg to eat an egg when you're like walking out the door. But white eggs taste perfectly the same. And I got some semi-sweet chocolate chips. You guys know I just discovered making fudge. Do you see where I'm going with this? Do you see where I'm going with this? Yeah, I got that. And I picked up some mayo because ham sandwiches are in my future. And if you guys don't know, I'm probably going to repeat this over and over again. I discovered ham sandwiches. And by ham sandwiches, I mean like ham with mayo and cucumber slices on a sandwich. Like no cheese, no lettuce, no tomatoes. And you guys know I love me some tomatoes, but none of that. And it's so good. So I got to get the big boy mayo. But this is my Aldi's haul. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay, you guys already know it's time for me to wash. Whoop. Alright. It's time for me to wash my grapes. I try to keep them like to one side if I can. But okay, so you already know it's time for me to wash my grapes. And if you guys are new, I use this Arm & Hammer vegetable and fruit wash, and I just spray it, and I try to like saturate, like I try to go, it's probably not going to get all of them, like especially ones on the bottom, but I don't know if you guys can see, but I do give it like a healthy spritz. And then I wait like like a minute, and then I rinse them off and stuff. And what's really cool about this bowl is that it has like slotted bottom. So like it really, like all I have to do is just like lift it out and it drains perfectly fine. Now the trick is if I can do it with one hand. Okay, so first wash. And I typically do this like 2 to 3 times, depending on how dirty it is. They don't look that dirty, they just look bruised. So I probably only do it 2 times, but there's been times when I have to do it like 6 or 7. I know dirt don't hurt, but like these aren't organic ones, and like who knows what they really do spray on it, because you know you get away with a lot of things regarding like food sometimes. So okay, and we are done. Okay, these are so good. They're like really sweet. Okay, so grapes are washed, and I'm going to show you or like tell you my bread freezing techniques. Now, just to give you guys a little backstory, I live alone. I'm a single girl. There's no way that I can eat like 2 loaves of bread, a thing of bagels, you know, in 1 week. Without it going bad and expiring. Now, I don't know if you guys are OGs, but I do turn my leftover bread into croutons when I don't get it to it that quickly, or if I forget to put yeast or the yeast dies or something like that. Anyway, but just to avoid that, because like how much croutons can a girl eat? I started to, which I can't take credit for it because my mom, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, like they all did this in some form. I'm just going to show you guys mine. Okay, cool. So, for instance, let's talk about the bagel. So when I have bagels, I typically reuse the sandwich baggies. So as either 2 methods I use. One, I write the date that they're going to expire on the whiteboard on my refrigerator. That's on my freezer section. Or I write the date on like the top part, like right here, like, oh, like expiring on the 16th of this month or something like that. So I have it just in case the 16th do roll around and they're still here. I know like, A, it's going bad, let me use it, stuff like that. So I take 2 or 3 and I have them out, and then I put the bagel as is into the freezer. Now, mind you, I never really have like bread in my freezer for like more than a month, because I'm pretty good about like rotating things out. Like I won't buy more bagels until these bagels are done, you know? So the bread, I did this for demonstration purposes, but bread is really easy to like freeze, especially if it's like pre-sliced. All you do is like pop them off like that. And the cool thing about frozen breads is that like it takes like up to like 5 minutes to defrost. It's really nice, really cool, convenient. But if I have like a lot of bread, or for some reason I want to freeze this and I'm not going to touch it, I take 4 pieces out at a time, and then I write the date here. But typically if I ever take out bread from the freezer, it's like I'm using it that day, so I don't really write a date on it, only because like I don't know, it just never happened of me like needing to use it, meaning to take, because like I don't know, what's the purpose of freezing it if I'm gonna take out like 8 pieces of bread, you know? Like that's pretty much half the rule. Okay. Okay, so that's my technique on freezing bread. Again, I never have bread in the freezer for more than a month at a time. I'm pretty good about rotating things out, and I cook every meal, so breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it is not that uncommon for me to go through maybe 3 loaves of bread, 2 things of bagels in a month. Not uncommon for me, like, at all, especially because I love breakfast sandwiches and then like sandwiches in general. Okay, so the one thing I'm not sure about is these croissant buns. So what I'm gonna do is the opposite. I'm gonna keep these out and the date's still on it, so I could just read the date. I don't have to write it. And I'm going to freeze one, and then tomorrow I'm going to take it out for breakfast, and I'm going to see how it defrosts and see if it freezes well, because some breads don't freeze well, some croissants don't freeze well, and it's understandable. Well, croissants is like, I understand, because like all that butter, all the oils and stuff, but I do want to see if these freeze, because if so, I think I'll buy like 2 or 3 of these at a time, these croissant buns, if I love it, if it tastes good and all that stuff. So that is my bread freezing technique. Oh, and English muffins are exactly the same. I'm just not in the mood for English muffins, so I'm not going to take anything out. When I do need English muffins, I'm just going to open it up, you know, take 1 out, take 2 out, wait 5 minutes, toast it or what have you. But the English muffins are typically what I keep whole. I don't save it unless I have like a specific like game plan in mind. But this is my bread side. I also put the berry mix here, but yeah. And as far as where do I store my bread, I have a bread box, and it's only this big, so I can't have all the breads that I have. But right now I have some street tacos, and I just pop them in. I typically make sure if I put bread in that it's not gonna whatever. And this is how I stack it. Nothing, no rhyme or reason to it really, just to make sure that nothing is getting squished. And then I store this under where my hydroponics is, just because it's food related. I also took out some of the ham that I froze, like I divvied up and froze. I know I'm going to be having ham sandwiches this week, and even though this is more than just 2 sandwiches, I still take it out because it can stay in my refrigerator for like 2.5 weeks without me being worried about it. So I'm going to pop this into my refrigerator on a plate to defrost nicely.